What is up, guys? Baron Gaming here. Welcome to some tips and tricks with Rain. Just wanted to give you guys a disclaimer. First of all, Rain's super new, so is obviously Rambo and Melina. So some of the stuff in this video might get changed fairly quickly. I'm not a pro player, nothing like that. Never claimed to be. I just wanted to give you guys a breakdown, like my honest opinion. I also wanted to give you guys time to mess with Rain yourself. Then we can kind of compare stuff. You can use your guys' knowledge and then use whatever notes you find on here that might be useful. And that's how we build as a community. So hopefully you guys appreciate it. Make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Let's go ahead and get into it. The first thing we need to know with this video is my loadout for Rain. That's probably the most important thing. I picked his Tidal Wave, Hydro Boost, and Geyser Palm. Geyser Palm's pretty much a given. It's a good move that starts like, should probably take Sub-Zero off block, huh? So we can get this thing done properly. Let's see here. Okay, so the first thing with my Rain variation is Geyser Palm. Like I said, it can get converted off of a lot of things, like a jump kick. Let's get crazy. And it leads to a combo, naturally. It can be just used as a raw anti-air. So pretty much a given. You see a lot of people use it. Tidal Wave is a little bit less picked, I think. And the reason I like it is because it's low, first of all. Can use it from pokes. Meter burn it to make it completely safe. If it's not meter burn, it's minus 20. Big ouch if they block it. But a lot of people I've seen are pretty content just to eat poke after Tidal Wave. And like I said, people pick it up, and you can also use it at the end of combos, like Let's Get Crazy. I'm surprised that actually hit. Usually people block it, then they get caught by Tidal Wave, especially Tidal Wave meter burned. So, again, meter burn to make it safe, minus 8. If you don't, it's minus 20. Don't throw it out willy-nilly, but sometimes it's good for pressure, and then it does leave them on stagger, so it's not crazy to do this and then grab. Next up, we have Hydro Boost, and I picked that over Super Kick for a few reasons, and that's the first thing I wanted to cover this video. Hydro Boost is really, really important, and the reason it's so important is I think it's potentially safer than Super Kick, and it can be used the same way as Super Kick, it just takes more meter. I mean, Super Kick, like you guys know, meterless just knocks them down, but with meter, it's your combo launcher anywhere on the screen. You don't have to do like Let's Get Crazy and launch them into the air for it. So Hydro Boost, same thing as Super Kick, it's back forward 4. That's how it looks. It's actually a double hitting mid in the corner, except on female characters. I find like they have a smaller hitbox, so it's harder for Rain to convert off of it. But the reason I picked the H2O boost is because of the cancel. Very, very strict timing, but you guys will get used to it. Give it about maybe 30 minutes to an hour in training if you guys want to be very, very specific with it. It can be used off of most of your strings, like this. Or this. Or, like, you know, just a regular forward 2, back 2-1. And like I said, double hitting. Can be used at the end of combos as well, just for the extra damage. 17%. But the real thing is we want to do the meter burn version of it. So you'll go ahead and you'll see Rain jump into the air. And as soon as I tap meter burn, you'll see him flash. As soon as Rain flashes, you guys are free to do a jump kick or a jump 2. You don't actually have to jump because Rain's already in the air. So you saw him flash. And it reminds me a lot of Triborg from MKX, kind of like the timing with it. It's almost like, you know, as Rain's falling, they're going up into the air, so you kind of meet in the middle. Let's see it. Yeah, so just as Rain starts to fall, and your opponent launches up to the max point is when you do it. But you can use that like with 2-4-2. And that's how you get his big damage combos here. You can even use it at the end of a combo each time. So like 1-3-3 and 2 H2O boost. Oh, Hydro Boost, I'm sorry. I don't know where H2O came from. With large characters like Kotal and Shiva, it does actually, you can do it twice and get an even bigger combo. But with most male characters, you can't meter burn it twice. I mean, you can, but you won't get much off of it. Oh. I ran out of meter, but 33% if you just do it twice. I don't always recommend it because your opponent is like barely off the ground, and then they can just do a wake-up attack. So I mean, unless you know it's going to end the round or you really want to cash out as much damage as possible, go ahead and do it again, but This is why this variation usually uses the geyser restand back forward 1. It actually restands your opponent so they can't do a wake-up attack. And I agree with it, I think, overall, but I'm just kind of picky. I like having the mix with the tidal wave. And another thing about tidal wave, as a quick side note, it is a genuine 50-50. Because a lot of rains do that. 1, 3, 4. Goes to an overhead, -6. You can do that with tidal wave, make it a complete mix, and also meter burn it to make it safe. So rain basically gets 2 options. Just a little side note for you guys. So back to the Hydro Boost. I think as you guys saw, rain can get a lot more damage off of it. Especially in the corner, but it can be used, you know, mid-screen as well. And that's one reason I highlighted his Rising Water. It's a 10 frame mid. That move right there, 10 frames for punish. So anything that's more than 11 frames on block, rain should hypothetically be able to punish it. Unless he gets moved backwards or something. So you can go ahead and do that. Into Hydro Boost. Oh, let's go try that again. I think I have a hard time doing it going from right to left than from left to right, but it shouldn't affect me too much. I think I was just putting it in my head that it's way harder. Oh, well actually Sub-Zero's only getting hit by the second one, not the first. Hang on, let me try one thing and just move him to the center again. So that's weird. I don't know why he was only getting hit by the second one instead of the first. So it's a double hit. He was getting hit by the second one only, and I don't know why that was. Maybe it was the positioning was a little bit off. Oh my goodness. Well, I dropped it, but you guys see what I mean. You know, anywhere in the middle of the screen, you can do back 1, 2 on block. You get a combo. It's 3 in the morning, I apologize. See, I can't do it, it just takes me time, and that's why I'm not going to rush into ranked, just as another side note. I want to take time with each character, but I do feel like Rain is definitely the most difficult of the 3, by far. So, that's kind of the general thing I wanted to cover with the boost. Like I said, you can use it anywhere, especially after that 10 frames. Get some juicy damage each time, roughly 26 to 30% each time, depending on how you punish. We're going to go ahead and do another reason why I like it. It's when your opponent's blocking. Hypothetically, this stuff should be actually plus if you can get your execution down. That's why I had Sub-Zero on here earlier. Let's see. So I'm going to do something like, I don't know, something kind of easy. Right there. So as he's falling, as long as I have my cancel right there, Rain can fall into a down 2 or a down 3 and make himself plus. So your opponent can be blocking, and if you do it too high, you're punishable by like an uppercut or them just moving away or whatever. But let's see if my opponent is... Let's make him crouch duck so it's easier. So. That makes it actually a little bit harder for Rain. It's actually weird. It's like he's... Yeah, that's actually way harder, but... I feel like he could hypothetically hit them. That might actually be... Oh, okay. Well, so you have to be very, very precise, and if they're blocking low, which it looks like he was doing. Wow, that's gonna be very specific timing. Oh. Yeah, that's just hard for me to do personally, but you guys have different execution speeds and stuff. I'm sure you guys can do it easier. It's all about, you know, reflexes and whatnot this game, so I'm just trying to give you guys the knowledge and the hypotheticals. I think obviously, like, I picked this stuff up, but it took me a while. Yeah, right there. So, it can be safe compared to, like, Super Kick. Because Super Kick, you can't really do anything about it. If they block it, you just get punished. That one, at least you have options. At least it comes down to your execution and how Rain's falling. if he can hit them with a 2 or a 3 or a 4 and make himself at least semi-safe, if not plus. So I think that's why Hydro Boost is better in my opinion. And that should apply anywhere on the screen, even in the middle of the screen. If they block it, you Hydro Boost, jump over, and then like down 4 or down 3 them. So just a few miscellaneous things I want to cover real quick, and then I will go ahead and end the video for you guys. I don't want to take up too much time. First of all, let's go ahead and get the block mode off and have Sub-Zero stand. His Fatal Blow. I have a hard time comboing into his Fatal Blow. I think the startup time is pretty long. So there's only like a few combo strings that actually do it. I think like, obviously like 1-3, because he's staggered, he gets hit by it. Back 3, gets hit by it. Forward 2, gets hit by it. But forward 2 into grab, so forward 2, like square an X, or forward 2, 1-3, however you guys want to say it. This move here can only, the only thing that can cancel it is Fatal Blow. You can't do like special moves normally, which is kind of a bummer. I hope that actually gets addressed, because Rain is probably gonna need it, because it really scales your damage. Holy cow, look at that. I wish I could do like this into Hydro Boost, but he doesn't. He doesn't do the Qatar Toss either. So he can definitely do it into Fatal Blow. And that's good because you use that string as a punish for the Crushing Blow. And now you can use it as a punish for Fatal Blow. Just be aware of the high scaling and damage. It's like another, it scales up by like 5% or something. So just be wary about that, guys. I do find it kind of useful, especially at the end of combos. It looks super, super swaggy. One more thing is Qatar Toss. I think it's kind of a bad projectile, but it just does have some unique mechanics. First of all, meter burn makes it 9%, and it also makes it a mid. If you hit someone with it, you can meter burn for extra damage, which is also really, really nice. I don't see a lot of projectiles like that. Well, as soon as you hit them, you can meter burn it, so, like, it's just a cool little gimmick, I think. And it does almost an additional %, so it's kind of nice to have. Also, his medium Qatar Toss is super, super fast. It's 2 frames of startup, which is absolutely bonkers. It's just that fast. So I thought that was kind of neat with Qatar Toss. Hit them, meter burn it for extra damage. And then it's like, oh, if you convert it, and then you realize you hit them with it, meter burn it. So like, it's not like you have to do it instantly. And it actually leads to a hard knockdown rather than a regular, like, how quickly Sub-Zero stands up than if you do it this way. He, like, slides when he hits the floor, so I think that might actually have better hit stun. It's weird. I didn't even notice that until, like, I covered this video. So I'm sorry, guys, if I rambled a little bit. I think I just have a lot of ideas going on in my head. With Rain, I definitely see him being, like, the punish archetype of the 3, like the punish, the spacing, the swagger. Then we got Rambo, who's like a weird counter zoner. Then you got Melina, who's just Melina. She just does whatever she wants and gets high reward for it. So I'm gonna have to cover the other 2 in a little bit, but I want to give you guys my take on Rain. I do want to bring him into Kombat League, but I need a few more days with him. I'm gonna be honest. I don't like to rush and then perform poorly and then get mad and blame the game, because that's not how you should do it. So thank you guys very much for tuning in. I appreciate it. Hopefully you guys learned something. And make sure to leave me some feedback in the comments. I like to address them, especially if I'm wrong on something. Again, don't take this video as gospel. A lot of stuff can change very, very quickly. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care, guys. Peace.